Hello friends, it's me Genuine Coder. This is the 12th chapter in the JavaFX 3D development tutorial series, and in this video we will talk about preparing complex shapes like this. So as you can see here, I have created this shape by combining two wooden boxes, and in this video we will also talk about a concept called depth buffer to properly create a complex shape like this. Okay, so let us start the coding. So currently this is where we left off in the 11th chapter. I just copied the previous code, and as you can see we have the bump map and the light source is rotating, and for now I don't need bump map, and let me just remove this bump map, this one. So there is no bump map, we just have the wooden texture, and we need some ambient light. So it will look like this. We have a point light and an ambient light, so it will be visible, the whole portions will be visible just like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply add one more wooden box. Instead of light source, let me just use a method here. So prepare second box, and that method will return another box. So I can just use this code here, prepare second box, and I would like to change the dimension of this one by a little bit. So I'm going to give it 20, height 50, and this 100. Oh, let me just give it like this. I need some extra height and depth should be 50. And now if I run this program, you will see one issue. And as you can see, at this point it is looking fine, but both are actually centered at 0, 0, and both should intersect. But when I rotate the 3D world, you can see that they are rotating without any order. I mean, that is pure random rotation that is happening. I mean, now this guy is behind that one, now that is behind. I mean, it is never coming to the front. So in order to fix that, we have to make use of a thing called depth buffer. So what exactly, let me tell you what is exactly meant by a depth buffer. A depth buffer is a technique and is a solution to the visibility problem, which is the problem of deciding which element of a rendered scene are visible and which are hidden. So that is exactly the problem right now. The JavaFX 3D world is not able to recognize which one comes in front. So that's why, because this wooden box is always coming in front. So when we enable depth buffer at each pixel, let's consider this pixel, so in the mouse location, and it will check which one comes at this point, and that will actually fixes this problem. So in order to use depth buffer, you just have to give a flag, true flag, when you prepare the scene. So if you look at the constructor of the scene, there is a fourth parameter, and this is called depth buffer. If you by default the depth buffer is false, if you make that depth buffer to true, then as I said before, for each pixel it will check which object comes on the top and calculate accordingly. Definitely this will include some extra calculations, but this one fixes the problem when we have multiple objects in the 3D world. And that's it. As you can see here right now, the depth buffer is working, and now they are intersected. I mean, we got the complex intersected object, and let me show you that by increasing something here. Okay, so prepare second box, and let's see what happens if I give depth as 100. And just like this, as you can see here, we got the complex object, and both the objects are interacting with the light source that is moving. And that's it guys, that's the end of this video. In this video we learned the advantage of depth buffer, and as always, thank you for watching this video. Like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more cool videos.